Welcome back to All About Countries. This is episode 7. This is all about Ireland. So let's begin. Ireland is an island nation on the westernmost edge of Europe. It is the continent's second largest island after Great Britain. Fast facts. Official name Ireland. Form of government constitutional democracy. Capital Dublin. Population 5 million. Money euro. Official languages English and Gaelic. Area 26,000 square miles. Major mountain ranges: McGillycuddy's Reeks, Wicklow Mountains. Major rivers Shannon, Liffey, Boyne, Moe and Barrow. There it is. Ireland. The Republic of Ireland occupies 80% of this landmass, while a large chunk of land is in the north part of the United Kingdom. Ireland is known for its wide expanses of lush green fields. In fact, its nickname is the Emerald Isle. But there are also large areas of rugged, rocky landscape about 15,000 years ago. Ireland was completely covered by thick glaciers. The movement of these giant sheets of ice stripped the soil, leaving huge tracts of flat limestone pavement. The Midlands and west coast of Ireland are dotted with damp peat bogs, the soggy remains of dried up ancient lakes left by the glaciers. Ireland's highlands rise mainly in the southwest, often ending at sheer cliffs that plunge thousands of feet into the Atlantic Ocean. There is the coastline there. Looks like they have taken that coastline on the west of the country. Or people and culture. Ireland is a nation of storytellers. The tradition dates back to the Celtic bards, who would record and recite the country's history. Many famed writers come from Ireland, including several winners of the Nobel Prize for Literature. St. Patrick's Day, observed internationally every 17th of March, is packed with parades, good luck charms, and all things green. The event started as a religious holiday, but over time it's become a celebration of Irish culture. Nature. The Irish have a great affection for nature and rural life. The country's first coins even featured pictures of animals. Low levels of development and pollution in Ireland have left most of the nation's open wide spaces relatively undisturbed. Did you know that there are no wild snakes in Ireland? The sea has stopped many animals common on mainland Europe from reaching the island. There are also only 2 wild mouse species, 1 type of lizard, and just 3 types of amphibians. Irish wildlife is protected by government conservation programs. To preserve natural habitat, the government has established 6 national parks and hundreds of national heritage areas throughout the country. There's the flag there. Right. Government and economy. The government of Ireland consists of an elected parliament which makes the laws and a president who is head of state. The head of the government is the Taoiseach. Oh, it's Taoiseach. Okay, pronounced Taoiseach, which means chief. The Taoiseach is the leader of the political party with the most parliament members. For most of its history, Ireland's economy has been based on farming and agriculture, but since the late 1950s, government efforts to attract business have turned the country from one of Europe's poorest nations to its second wealthiest. The amazing turnaround earned Ireland the nickname Celtic Tiger. History. Archaeologists think that the first people to settle in Ireland arrived around 6000 BC. By 3500 BC, settlers were using stone tools to clear farmlands. Around 700 BC, a diverse and technologically advanced culture from Central Europe called the Celts began to settle the island. They would thrive there for nearly 2,000 years. In the 9th century AD, Viking invaders began raids into Ireland. They established settlements that later became some of the country's main cities, including the capital, Dublin. The Vikings and Celts fought often for 200 years until a battle in 1014 united the country. Peace broke down quickly, though, and Ireland was divided into many kingdoms. In 1170, Norman Vikings, who had taken control of England, invaded Ireland and made it an English territory. In the early 1600s, England's official religion became Protestant, while most Irish remained Roman Catholic. This would create tensions that would eventually lead to revolution and Ireland's independence. By the 1820s, British laws unfair to Catholics had sparked a mass movement for Irish sovereignty. In 1829, many of those laws were overturned, but Ireland still wanted freedom. In 1922, after violent uprisings, the Irish Free State was created within the British Empire. Ireland became a fully independent republic in 1937. By 1949, they had no ties to the United Kingdom. Okay. So, shall we watch a video on Ireland then? But let's first read these 4 facts. Dublin is the capital of Ireland. The craggy cliffs of Moher wrap around the western coast of County Clare, Ireland. Traditional dancing is popular in Ireland. There's the map of Ireland. So you can just have a look at the flag while I just get it open. While I just grab a video. Okay, right, I found the video.
What's the crack? What
So,
about
what's
ya?
the crack? What about ya?
How's your man?
How's your man?
Grand.
Grand.
You could be mistaken for thinking it is in English, but it is in fact. In Ireland, Éire, or the Emerald Isle as the locals call it, they have their own unique set of vocabulary that is often lost in translation. Ireland is the second largest island of the British Isles, with Great Britain being the largest, England, Scotland, and Wales. What is confusing is where Northern Ireland fits in because, actually, geopolitically, Ireland is divided between the Republic of Ireland and Northern Ireland.
Yes, it is.
Great Britain and Northern Ireland constitute the United Kingdom.
Yes, so one thing you might not know, or you might know, but I am just telling you right now, is that the British Isles is Ireland, Scotland, Northern Ireland, Ireland, Scotland, England, and Wales is classed as the British Isles. But the United Kingdom is just Northern Ireland, Scotland, England, and Wales. So it does get a bit confusing.
Are you still with me? Despite sharing an open border, the Republic of Ireland and Northern Ireland do not get on well. To put it mildly, ROI is an independent state with its own government, whereas Northern Ireland's political power is held by the UK government, so tensions often run high. The population of the entire island is just over 7 million, with
Yes, so just over 7 million. Let me go back a bit.
Ireland's political power is held by the UK government.
Yes, so the UK government is what obviously the people who run the UK. So it's normal just to, so tensions are often high because it is the UK.
So tensions often run high. The population of the entire island is just over 7 million.
Yes, so 7 million people. You would think that's a lot. The UK has more than that. Way more. Give me a second and let me find out the population of the UK. Yes, so it's around 68 million people who live in the UK and were born in the UK, born and raised in the UK. So the population is way higher. It's 61 million higher, the population, than Ireland.
With Dublin being the capital of the Republic, whilst Belfast is the capital in the north. Dublin is also the largest and most populated city, home to around 2 million. A relatively flat country with low-lying mountainous coastal areas. Ireland is famous for its greenery and beautiful scenery, and its coastline has been featured in many famous movies and TV shows. Agriculture and farming were, for the longest time, the biggest source of income. Although nowadays, tourism, food, financial services, energy, and most notably, IT are the leading industries. A number of multinational companies have based their European headquarters in Dublin. Facebook, Yahoo, Microsoft, Google, to name just a few.
Yahoo.
Ireland went from being one of the poorest regions in Europe to its second wealthiest in...
Yes. That's exactly what I said before. So, I did say that it was the most populated... It's now the second wealthiest and was the poorest in the UK. Well, not in the UK, but in the British Isles.
2021, trailing only behind Luxembourg. Recording a total of 11 million visitors in 2019, Ireland ranked 23rd in the world for tourists. Dublin receives the most tourists who look to soak up the Celtic culture, the landscape, and the nature, but also the buzzing lifestyle, which has been described as metropolitan and urbanized in recent years.
Yes.
Recognized worldwide as a country of great writers, poets, and playwrights, the Irish generally love a good book. James
I will
Joyce,
link this video down below.
Oscar Wilde,
watch it again.
W.B. Yeats, and Samuel Beckett are just a handful of their famed literates who are celebrated throughout the country with various statues, museums, and libraries dedicated to them. Guinness is, undoubtedly, one of the most famous brands to come out of Ireland,
right,
along with Jameson whiskey and Bailey's liqueur. You could say they love a drink. those
dear.
Irish. Irish
Yes.
pubs and bars are
They
littered
do.
across the world. Mick this or Mick that. And you will definitely have heard of St. Patrick's Day, which is
Yes.
observed internationally on March 17th each year and entails
Yes,
a
it's
lot
already
of
been
drinking,
this year.
parades, and all things green. This special day began as a religious ceremony, but has evolved over time into a simple celebration of Irish culture. So aside from drinking and reading, how do the Irish spend their time? Rugby, football, hurling, boxing, surfing, and horse racing are amongst the
Wow.
most popular sports, whilst hiking and folklore are favored pastimes. Who hasn't heard of a lucky leprechaun with a 4-leaf clover and a jolly green giant for a friend? Chances are they all originated in the Emerald Isle. Sláinte, it's your round.
I'll also link their website down below if you want to go and check it. If you want to go and check it out, you can use my link or head to www.pocketspassport.com. Now, enough about Ireland. It's time to get back on that website that we were looking at before. Oh, that doesn't matter. That does not matter. Let me get on the website. Here we go. So, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe. I will put the links in the description box down below. Go and check it out. Go and check their YouTube channel out as well. And I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.